I watched 40 Dates and 40 Nights, so here are my thoughts. And shout out to Pixel C Media for sending me an early screener of this film. 40 Dates and 40 Nights is a rom-com directed by Andy Delaney, starring Bailey Madison as Leah, who I probably know best from Just Go With It, Joel Courtney as Mason, who I knew from the Kissing Booth movies, and the first Janine I'd ever seen on screen, Annie Potts. The film sees Leah, who's a little bit lost. She's just kind of working a receptionist job, but really wants to find something that she's passionate about and struggling with that. When her roommate just kind of ups and leaves, she is worried about making rent. She's also not very lucky in love. So her grandma Gigi, played by Annie Potts, makes a bet with her in order to convince her that if she just puts herself out there and doesn't stay kind of stuck in a rut or hiding out in her apartment, and she just goes out and meets people, that maybe she'll find somebody. So grandma says, if you go out on 40 consecutive dates, I will pay your rent for a year. So Leah takes the bet, and we see her go through the process of a string of awful dates. Mason ends up being date 20, and they had a prior run-in before this whole situation happened, so they don't quite hit it off and have a pretty bad first date. As they keep running into each other, they ultimately form a friendship. And I think you know where it's gonna go from there. I thought the actors playing Leah and Mason had really great chemistry. They had a really fun, playful energy and banter. All the kind of tentative touches got me really giddy. Also liked the friendship between Leah and her best friend, played by Luxie Banner. They have a really funny yet supportive dynamic. And I think they worked in the plot point of Leah really trying to find her purpose well. It didn't feel like an afterthought plot point. It was a nice little relatable nugget to get to know the character. As movies like this go, I think the reason that kind of stalls our couple from getting together feels a little too forced. There's nothing really strong enough to suggest why they don't just get together at a certain point, but the film tries to tell you there is a reason. Also, we can kind of get a big romantic gesture. That part didn't quite work for me, but overall I did find myself really enjoying these characters. So that kind of outweighed the execution of this trope. As a rom-com girly, I found this movie incredibly cute, funny, and relatable. I believe it'll be in theaters June 26th, so if you're a rom-com girl and you just want something cute, charming, fun, definitely go check it out.